Welcome back to today's More Report. Charter Pros on Wednesday, the 6th of April, with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. Let's look at Eurodollar now, and we've still got this little rolling over of the uptrend, haven't we? This move higher that we've seen over the last week or so, just running out of steam. The candle's getting ever more, ever less potent on the upside. You're starting to see that green candles turning into a red doji, red downside, and getting bigger on the downside. So it certainly looks as though the upside impetus in that rally has rolled over. At RSI hitting almost 70, rolling over. So lack of upside potential really, with that market up towards the old key highs of the range. Interesting that we're seeing this sort of just slide, possibly of a correction. Now, at the moment, it's a consolidation. It's not turned into a correction yet. You've got a couple of supports, and I'll show you on the intraday hourly chart really, because you've got that breakout support around that 1330 level, which has turned into support. A couple of days in a row now, 1330 has been supportive. 1332 on Friday and 1334 yesterday. Still intact. If you broke that, you'd argue that's sort of a top pattern, and then you could sort of gauge probably about 100 ticks of downside of correction, and you project that lower, so that becomes what, 1230. So you could easily see a correction in this chart. You look at the momentum indicators, the hourly certainly has lost its upside impetus. If you start to see that hourly RSI moving below 30, I think that would be your signal, or certainly a signal. You've got the MACD lines already rolling over underneath neutral. So it certainly looks as though you're going to put pressure on that 1330. My outlook on euro generally is I think it's going to see a near-term correction, but I think that ultimately that near-term correction is probably going to produce another little buying opportunity, possibly around that old pivot line around 12 sort of 17 area, and that would be consistent with the sort of that 100 pip of correction down from that 1330 breakdown level, and it would just give these momentum indicators just another little opportunity to unwind a little bit. So I would say that a little correction near term is not beyond the realms of fantasy, I think, on the euro, and is perfectly possible. And sort of the last couple of days, the momentum is sort of turning around for that sort of direction, as in these bullish candles have lost their upside potential, upside impetus, and roll over and turning into more red negative candles. So it's generally tends to be how I think the euro is sort of moving at the moment. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you. Oh, let me just talk about resistances. 14 figure overnight. 114 figure. Yesterday's high, or yesterday's intraday high, and then sort of that 1437 reaction high. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.